Thanks for watching ERi-TV, dear viewers. You're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to our news broadcast. Here are the headlines. 17 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Encouraging developments in agricultural sector in the southern Red Sea region. Deadly fire at Bangladesh food processing factory. Thailand imposes tougher COVID-19 curbs, including Bangkok curfew. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. 17 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers in Central and Ansabar regions. From these, 14 patients are from quarantine centers in Asmara, Central region. 3 patients are from quarantine center in Elaborate, Ansabar region. On the other hand, 18 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the Central and Northern Red Sea regions have recovered fully and have been discharged from these facilities. Sadly, an 80-year-old patient in the Central region has passed away due to the pandemic. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has accordingly risen to 6,259. The total number of recovered patients has risen to 5,826, while the number of deaths has increased to 29. Ministry of Health, Asmara, 9 July 2021. At an activity assessment meeting conducted on 7 and 8 July in the port city of Asab, it was reported that encouraging development has been registered in the agricultural sector. According to the report presented at the meeting, as a result of the 395 millimeter rainfall registered in the past 6 months, coupled with the distribution of agricultural materials and crop seeds to farmers, the production of vegetables and fruits have increased by 22% compared to that of last year. The report further indicated that the residents of Afambo, Central Dankalia subzone, are demonstrating strong participation in the construction of terraces and water catchment schemes aimed at boosting agricultural output. The report included the effort being exerted to control the COVID-19 pandemic, the progress of construction development program, social services, and especially that of health provisions, fishing activities and their progress, as well as the contribution of the government and community to support families of martyrs and disadvantaged citizens. The participants of the meeting conducted extensive discussion on the report presented and adopted various recommendations. Ambassador Mohammed Saeed Mantai, governor of the region, on his part, commending the participation of the public and stakeholders in the effort to curb the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, called for reinforced participation in avoiding harmful practices, environmental sanitation activities, and renovation of schools, as well as other development drives. The Water Resource Branch in the Gash Barkar region indicated that 81% of the villages in the region have become beneficiaries of potable water supply. According to Mr. Zarabruch Takhle, head of the branch office, as part of the effort, 617 villages have become beneficiaries of potable water supply from 560 wells operating with hand pumps, generators, electricity power, as well as solar system. Mr. Zarabruch went on to say that sustainable efforts are being conducted to ensure the sustainability of water wells, as well as and called on the residents to reinforce participation in the effort, indicating that the contribution of the Water Resource Office, Regional Administration, Subzonal Administrations, units of the Defense Force, as well as Crops and Livestock Corporation has been essential in realizing the effort. Mr. Zarabruch called for judicious use of the projects for their sustainability. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. A massive fire in a Bangladesh food processing factory has killed at least 52 people trapped by flames that forced many workers to leap for their lives from the upper floors. AFP news agency reports, citing police officials. The blaze broke out at the factory in Rukbani, an industrial town 25 kilometers east of capital Dhaka, on Thursday afternoon and was still burning nearly 24 hours later, the agency said. About 30 people were injured and hundreds of distraught relatives and other workers waited up anxiously as emergency services brought out bodies from the burning building. Police initially gave a toll of 3 dead, but it rose dramatically as firefighters reached the upper floors and started bringing out dozens of bodies of trapped workers. Thai authorities announced a 7-hour night curfew across the capital Bangkok and 9 provinces today, along with tougher restrictions to curb the spread of the coronavirus. The kingdom recorded 9,276 new daily cases and 72 fatalities as it battles a severe third wave of infections that kicked off in April. An official from the government's coronavirus task force announced the ramp-up in restrictions following an hours-long meeting today. A curfew from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. will begin Monday, and people should work from home. The announcement affects the capital of more than 10 million people, as well as surrounding and southern provinces. Before we close for tonight's news, let's have a recap of the headlines tonight. 17 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19. Encouraging developments in agricultural sector in the southern Red Sea region. Deadly fire at Bangladesh food processing factory. Thailand imposes tougher COVID-19 curbs, including Bangkok curfew. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.